Yo, I'm Carla.
I'm Narika.
And this is
The Bench 2023. At what point do we stop wishing people Happy New Year?
Never, because I wish a Happy New Year for everyone. My year last year took up towards the end.
Okay.
So I only count the last 3 months of the year last year. So
what happens the rest of the year?
Blur.
But shouldn't your New Year be the year that the day you were born?
No.
So that's a year for your life.
No.
Why do we have a collective New Year?
Society.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
How are you doing, fam?
I'm alright, you?
Tired.
Load shedding.
Stage 6.
Yeah, damn bad. Actually, I'm not alright. I take it back.
There's 24 hours in a day.
Not okay. We've done this math before, by the way, and we didn't come out on the other end. Well, so...
And there's they got approved for a 20%
tariff increase.
Tariff increase?
Yeah, we're down bad in South Africa.
So now we're paying for things we don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you know what really grinds my gears?
What?
Why don't I have reception?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. We don't have lights. We don't have reception to complain about the lights. So...
No, but not even that. Now I'm stuck here, right? So imagine this. It's a Saturday. You're in load shedding, stage 6.
Mm-hmm.
You then decide, let me, maybe call someone, make a trip to Lottersversfeld. Watch a DSTV Prem game. Can't do that. You don't have reception.
So what's the point?
You can't sit at home. You can't watch it on TV. You can't call a friend. You can't get to the stadium.
What were they saying on Twitter? Load shedding between 8 and 12 means that
you have to go out.
You're for the streets.
That's why we are constantly for the streets. My generation will never know what it's like to settle down. We will continue to run streets. But yeah, that's where we at. Stage 6 load shedding. The moment they tell us wear all black and hit the roads, I'm there, guys.
In the seats.
In the seats. I'm there.
That's commitment.
I'm ready to lay my life down for some electricity.
I'm fine with the gas stove for now, but we'll see.
There's also the SA20 cricket.
Yes.
That's on.
Another sporting news.
Super packed crowds.
Insanely packed crowds. I think that's also another conversation we've been having about how do we get our local sports. SA20 is local, but it's not local.
Yeah, because it's the IPL owners that bought franchises. It's franchise cricket.
And there's a lot of players all over the world that are coming.
So money.
It's not local. It's not your local.
But I'm going to go see a Jofra Archer. I ain't gonna lie.
Of course you are. But how do we now get our local sport to get packed like this? Is it advertising? Because they were advertising this thing 3 months ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Dope adverts.
So Quentin de Kock and a fairy outfit.
Is it just a vibe? Because I think for a sporting vibe, cricket is unmatched.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about pure vibes. Oh, don't worry about sport, just vibes.
Do you know what? Also, I think it's tournament
formats.
It's tournament.
Yes.
It's not
yes. It's not
if we think about the MTN8, you think about the Nedbank Cup.
There's
a vibe. These people are pulling through. It's tournaments. It's not everyday kind of.
It has nothing to do with actual. Yeah, it's just the format of the game.
It's the format of the game. T20 exciting. Do you know what other cricket's also happening in our country? We are hosting the Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup.
You're right about that.
In Benoni. I don't know where Benoni is, but I'm trying to figure out how to get there.
East.
East of what?
It's southeast, Joburg. Yeah, it's there.
That's where Charlie Stearns from.
Yeah.
With the four Afrikaans people in the country also live. And if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be we're hosting, and it's starting now. If it hasn't already started, the Hockey Indoor World Cup.
Fire.
In Pretoria. A lot of things happening. But you know what? We're here for some football. And if you are us, you will know it's been an exciting week of football.
Yes, it has.
An exciting week of football. And before we start speaking about our bread and butter, we're going to speak about the man, the legend, the best South Africa has ever produced. Well, that's up for debate.
Yeah, currently on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm being trolled on Twitter.
Enrico went viral.
I'm being trolled.
She went viral.
My question was, who is your favorite South African footballer? People are tweeting me going, Siya Kolisi.
Somebody said Natalie Dutoy. I said, you, my friend, deserve to go to jail for that one. And that one is offside.
But there was some really good shouts though.
Yeah.
There were a lot of like Teko Modises, Dr. Kumalo didn't get a lot of.
Dr. Kumalo is 16V.
Yeah, no, but he didn't get a lot of people saying it. But he was up there. Someone said Gabuza. And all I could think about is like, what's Papi?
Yeah. Trolls. But it's fine.
But, you know who also got a shout out on my viral tweets? Coach Benny.
Deservedly so. Deservedly so. And I feel like the reason why we're speaking about him is because of his doings across the land, across the ocean. And it's insane. It's insane. I feel like you have to, like, you know, when it first got announced that he was going to be coaching at Manchester United, the biggest club in the world,
100%.
You know, nobody took it seriously. And then all of a sudden it was like, boom, actually he is the coach.
Because they looked at his track record in the PSL and they're like, well, he was coaching. And then they took AmaZulu and then the following season it was like a mess and whatever. But, and the bench, we exclusively love to speak about African football. Yeah. But this is not a small feat.
For an African coach.
For an African coach,
yeah.
At the biggest club in the world.
Especially being a South African coach. We've never seen this being done before.
Considering where the biggest club in the world was a couple months before he got there.
To where they are now.
Where the players were. To where Sir Marky was. Sir Rashford wasn't doing things.
It's insane. It's insane. So I think it's amazing to see.
And also, like, I think he's a United supporter.
And also, we're going to cash in that interview one day when he comes. And when you land in South Africa, coach, just know we're coming for that interview.
I have so many questions. But I think like it's a big up to Coach Benny.
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely.
To be one of the, and I don't think people really give him credit for his striking abilities when he won the Champions League at Porto.
The influence on the game is insane.
People don't really like, they'll be like, but he went to Porto and it was Jose Mourinho and so was there. But my man was scoring goals. Yeah. He's a goal scorer.
He knocked Manchester United out of the Champions League that same season.
And he's about to bring United back to the Champions League.
Full circle.
Full circle. But we could actually have an episode speaking about Coach Benny. But this episode, we're talking about the DStv Prem. It was exciting. There's specifically one game that I'm looking forward to chatting about. But we'll go through the paces. Richards Bay, #RichBoys, they're up.
They are.
Beat Gallants 2-0.
Crazy. And I mean, if you look halfway season review, they now sit second in the log. Champions League place is in sights. Nobody expected it. But I feel like if you are a football genius, such as us, we've been watching the Prem for consistently 3 seasons now. And we've seen every time there's a new team in the league, they do well.
Royal AM was last season.
Swallows did well.
The first season we started watching.
So the first season that they do enter the Prem, it's crazy the way that it works out, that they do extraordinarily well and then tends to like fall off towards the end. But ride the high, guys. And
the following season is just financial backing.
Yeah.
To be fair. Yeah. It's bringing in the right players and having the finances to maintain that performance. But
100%.
Big up Rich Boys from Richards Bay. Pirates finding their groove.
Again.
Beating Arrows 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of mad. We expected Pirates to be here and then all of a sudden they were here in the space of like 2 months. So it's crazy how football works, you know. But at the end of the day, I think back-to-back wins for them. Jose Riviero is...
I don't think it was back-to-back.
I think it was.
I don't know, LL now win.
Damn, either way, they were down bad. Yeah. You know, so the fact that they now back is like within a top 8 position, I think they're like 5th, 6th, so they're there, you know. So it's kind of looking good for them. They like string together 3 wins in a row. Now you're getting back into continental football places.
Got a clean sheet. Yeah, Arrows did get onto the scoreline 3-1, but...
Yeah. In my opinion, Arrows deserve to lose that game.
Why?
Because if you were on the socials and you saw the way, I think it was Makubele, the way he was playing the game, there's no way, fam. You want to criticize South African football, that is why we are the way we are. You don't take things seriously. You 1-0 down, but all of a sudden you doing things crazy.
Yeah, for the vibes.
Yeah, vibes.
Football and vibes. Cape Town City drew 1-1 to Chippa United. They both 9th and 8th. 9th, Cape Town City 8th, just sneaking into that MTN 8 position.
Yeah, I think Cape Town City is a failed season. Unless they can miraculously turn things around. Because there's no way a club with the financial backing, such as Cape Town City, and the fans,
players,
and the players, they literally have everything going for them, right? Except
100%.
for
Winners.
something. Just like when you have everything but nothing at the same time, it's mad. Like you just can't put your finger on it. And yeah,
Like when you come home after a long day and you're hungry, eh? And you're coming home to your mom's, not your kitchen, not your refrigerator. I know it's empty. But you're going home to your mother's refrigerator and that thing has food, pots, containers, food everywhere. But you can't find what you're looking for.
So you're saying Cape Town City is the definition of we have rice at home?
No.
It's there. There's so much of it, but nobody's trying to eat it, fam.
No, I'm saying Cape Town City is the definition of we have rice at home, but you're craving for McD's.
Exactly.
That's what's going on in Cape Town City. Galaxy beat Swallows 1-0. Could Swallows get relegated?
Yes.
Are they going to get relegated?
Maybe. I think it's going to be so tight, this relegation. I think from 16th to like 14th or 13th, there's like they on the same points, or like they just split between like 1 or 2 points. So it's kind of mad. But I think the way they're moving for the past 2 seasons, it's insane. They in that same group as like Maritzburg, even Gallants were there. Like they're just perennial relegation fighters. So they were part of that rope-a-dope tag team of teams that are there in the season.
Talking about those rope-a-dope teams, no one does it better than Maritzburg United.
Yeah.
There was a KZN derby, Maritzburg versus Royal M. Royal M caught an L. 3-1. Fun fact, over the festive, a lot of people were talking about Royal AM, but no one knew what the AM stood for. People were shook, and I was like, it stands for Andile Asane. And they were like, you're lying. And I'm like, maybe I am lying, but his initials are AM.
It's not a lie. It's exactly that. But is this the downfall of Royal AM?
I don't know.
I mean, they were top 5 last 2 seasons, and then all of a sudden now they are 10th out of the top 8, and very quiet on the socials, very quiet everywhere. It's just like, are they starting to take it seriously now that they're actually a top flight club?
They have a women's team that they were recruiting for.
And we congratulated for that, actually. You know, Monkeys is doing the things, right? Yeah. We love to see that. But in terms of the men's football, looks like it's dying off.
Yeah, maybe it was too hot in Maritzburg when they went there to play, you know?
Maybe.
Summer, hot heat, no humidity, you know? It's like the first night you spend at your cousin's house. You're not used to the surroundings. You're not going to do well. Maybe it was that. But shout out to Coach David's Maritzburg United with the win against performing Royal AM when they want to. Stellenbosch lost 1-0 to Sekhukhune.
What did I say? Even last episode, wherever I go...
Oh, damn, you support Sekhukhune this season?
Wherever I go, wins follow. And my team, before I started actively supporting them or fighting relegation, I said, let me turn it on. And actually put that love and support into Sekhukhune, and look where we are now. Top 8, back-to-back wins. Fam, how do I get that t-shirt?
I'm going to move on because I'm not going to entertain this. I'm really not going to entertain this lie that you're a Sekhukhune fan. I'm really not. But they've been spending money. There's been big moves in their club. They've brought in players during the transfer.
Yeah, Kamael Makocho. Bafana International, played overseas for like the past 10 years. He's been overseas for a long time, so you bring in European experience.
His accent's a bit...
Played at a top level, so we're on the up.
Okay. Do you know who isn't on the up? And do you know what team is on the up? AmaZulu won. Do you know what team didn't win? Kaizer Chiefs didn't win. We need like a jingle.
Like a breaking news.
Kaizer Chiefs slander reports. Yeah. We back again. AmaZulu beat Kaizer Chiefs 4-0. I'm not surprised. You're not surprised. But the people on Twitter were surprised.
They were surprised. I mean, you never thought you would see this. Especially the way that AmaZulu were moving with firing coaches and weird signings and such like that. And then all of a sudden, you lose 4-0 Was it a home game? Because
there's more Chiefs fans in
you never
KZN than AmaZulu fans. It don't make no sense.
Moses is basically Chiefs' home stadium.
Yes,
legally.
They play there like
they play home games there, but
they're squatters in KZN.
It makes it worse. They still got battered 4-0 at home. So shout out to AmaZulu.
Shout out to Coach Romain, who has 1 loss in 5 games as the new AmaZulu coach.
Yes, he does.
And there's a lot of I don't know if he's married or not, but a lot of all the babies on Twitter,
they love him.
They be retweeting his picture, going, "Who's this coach? Is he single? Put me on." I think listening to the radio on a sports chat, and some lady called in. I was like, that coach. I'm happy Kaizer Chiefs lost, but I'm more happy that I got to see that coach on my screen. That's where they're at.
I love it.
That's where they're riding.
Coach Fultz, if you're out there, watch your back.
African women are
not ones to play with.
Are for you. For you, because you beat Kaizer Chiefs 4-0. I was trying to think of something smart to say about Kaizer Chiefs losing 4-0.
They just took L's.
But we keep speaking about it. And I keep asking. And I was on a flight. And every time I see someone in a Kaizer Chiefs jersey, I'm just like, pick another team. Your team's trash.
It's tough out here. I know what it's like.
Pick another team. Your team is trash. What is going on at Kaizer Chiefs? But they're not in relegation.
They're not in relegation. They're not even mid-table.
Top 4.
Top 4. They can get to Champions League football for next season. So they can do really well. It's just that we expect Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates to be winning titles. So if you're not winning titles, now what's the point?
You're just having Sundowns run away with it. We're having Peter go grab that golden boot. Like, people are trying to convince me there's still time. Anything can happen. I'll let you know. Sundowns can be 13 or so points ahead. They're not dropping that. They're not a Kaizer Chiefs of 2020, 2021. When Kaizer Chiefs drop their bag. Sundowns don't play that. Their hands are not greasy. Tight grip.
I
don't know. But I really want to know what's going on at Kaizer Chiefs because I'm a bit worried about that fan base. I've started commenting on Twitter telling people just pick another team to support. They told me I don't understand football.
Because you can't do that.
I know you can't. But I like to,
what?
Stir the pot a little bit.
Nurika basically likes to kick you when you're down.
Yeah. Kaizer Chiefs fans, what's going on? Really, what's going on? Drop a comment on this video. If you're a Kaizer Chiefs fan, tell me what's going on. More importantly, if you're an AmaZulu fan, 4-0 against Kaizer Chiefs, how does that make you feel? Really, how does that make you feel? If you're from the Western Cape, what's going on with the boys in the Western Cape? Should we be expecting more from Cape Town City and Stellenbosch? Or are our expectations unwarranted? Stage 6 load shedding. So I hope you have a friend in a different area code so that you can watch some DSTV Prem this weekend. And we will catch you on our next episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are The Bench, and it's all love. Until next time.